My name's Sean Ruddy. I'm from Fat Choppers Australia. I've been building bikes for about 25 years. I'm actually a head fabricator for R&S Las Vegas, and this is the toe cutter bike. I call it the toe cutter 23. I wanted to build something based on like a Mad Max type thing, but what the toe cutter gang would be riding in 2023. So it was a bit of fun, you know, just a fun bike.
Oh my God! They did the MXRC, you guys. Look in the front.
Schwartzy? Look, we got the MXRC on it.
Oh, dude, check it out.
We've got it on the rear plate as well. You want me to tell you how to spell your name, Billy?
Hey, Billy.
This bike is actually it's actually based, as you can tell, on a Jawa Speedway bike.
Right.
What I did is I actually have lengthened the frame slightly. Lengthened the frame slightly, changed the geometry a little bit to make it actually go in a straight line. Because as we all know, the Speedway bikes are meant to be ridden sideways.
That's true.
We also did a little bit of work to the engine to get a little bit more horsepower out of it. Steve Wells, Steve's here somewhere. Steve built a great set of step pipes for me. We're running. This bike was actually built for the World Bike Showdown over in Daytona Beach. That's on the Travel Channel at the moment. We did the World Bike Building Championships up at Sturgis with it, where we placed really well. We did the Rats Hole in Sturgis with it, where we won first place for it there. We did the Rats Hole in Daytona, we won first place as well for it. And if you have a look, normally with the Jawa engines have normally got a fairly rough sort of casting on the engines.
Yeah.
But what we did was we got the engine totally polished, and then I don't know how much you're going to see with the camera, but what we've done is all this diamond cutting around it.
Yeah,
And what that does is add some reflection. It makes it just stand out a lot more. That diamond cutting is actually all done by hand.
Really?
Yeah, we've got diamond cutting on the wheels, sort of everywhere on it.
Wow. Pretty special.
What I wanted to do with this bike was, at the moment in the custom building scene, everybody's building custom bikes that look like race bikes. So I wanted to take a race bike and make it into a custom bike. So that was a little bit of dig at the rest of my fellow custom bike builders.
I got you.
So at the moment we're just putting these aluminium panels that go back on. People ask me why I cover up all that airbrushing with the aluminium panels, but what it actually does is it makes you look harder at the bike.
Yeah.
A lot of bikes, when you actually look at them, if the paintwork is really obvious, you just look at the paint. You don't look at what else is going on with the bike. Whereas with this bike, I wanted people to actually notice what is happening with it. And a lot of people don't even notice the airbrushing on it, but when people do, you see them, they start really looking at what's going on.
Yeah.
With the normal Jawa Speedway bikes, they normally just run a shock there, but what we're doing here is running a spring-assisted shock, and that just, I've actually ridden this bike on the road, and this just helps stabilise it a little bit, that there. Wanted people to know that it was a Speedway bike still. I didn't want to go and totally change it to something that it was, but also wanted to make it, you know, something unique.
Is this the first Speedway bike you've worked on? I mean, do you do other...
I used to race Speedway bikes when I was younger.
Well, where'd you race at?
In Australia.
In Australia?
Yeah. In a lot of the old showgrounds, we call them back home, but like the county fairgrounds here.
I got you.
And I'd always wanted to do something with a Speedway bike, and unfortunately in the United States, Speedway isn't as well recognised as what it is in Australia and in Europe. So I wanted to try and, you know, make people aware of what Speedway was all about. It's a great sport. Look at all the guys you've got here today. You know, they're all good guys, and they're a team.
Right.
You know, you don't get many sports, especially a motorsports type team, where the team is so cohesive. So it's a great sport to be in, and if some way we can help, you know, more young people or even older people get into Speedway, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So wherever you guys want to go.